new cell phone policy that was put in place by the state of Missouri was the talk of the summer, even before school started. Students are no longer allowed to have their cell phones out during the school day. And now that we're about a month into the school year, I think most students and teachers will say that it has been easier than expected. We walked around the hallways and asked some of you what you think about the policy.
Since everybody can't be on their cell phones, you actually learn stuff in class and everybody's paying attention. And then bad points, I mean, there's not really any bad points about it because you don't need it in school anyway, so.
I see the only good point of it being that there's no one on their phone in the bathroom, which is kind of weird. The bad thing is it is harder to talk to other kids in other classes.
I think the new cell phone policy is understandable, that they'd want us to focus more on school and not be on our phones in classes. But I think certain aspects, like not being able to be on them in passing periods and during lunch, just doesn't really make sense.
The good part is kids aren't on them while they're trying to learn, but the bad part is you can't even have them at lunch. I don't understand what it hurts if you have them at lunch.
Yearbooks are on sale for $35. You can stop by Miss Austin Moore's classroom or go online to the website on your screen to order your copy. Get them now before the price goes up later this semester. Congratulations to the September Students of the Month. There are freshmen Gabriella Beecher, sophomore Maeve Manus, junior Mila Scripture, and senior Haley Epps. Wednesday will be picture day here at the high school. Interstate Studios will be here first thing in the morning to start taking pictures. And remember that everyone has to have their picture taken even if you are not ordering any. College and Career Week is coming up in 2 weeks. There will be lots of colleges, technical schools, military reps, and employers coming to visit you that week. We'll provide you in a daily list of visitors during our newscast next week since counselors are still adding to the list. That's all for news and announcements this week. Mr. Haygood is back with your weekend sports.
Thanks, Addie. The softball team has had a great week. Last weekend they played in a tournament up in Fredericktown on Saturday. The Donettes won all 3 games that they played by a long shot and took first place. On Tuesday they went to Twin Rivers and won that game as well, which is led by a strong pitching performance from Kenzie Davis. She pitched a complete game, striking out 6 and only allowing 4 hits. Kenna Kirby also went 3 for 4 in the batter's box. Last night they played at Kelly, and here's the score from that game. Their first home game is Monday against Notre Dame. The baseball team was also busy last weekend in the Woodback Classic. On Friday night, they played Van Buren and lost that game 13-1, unfortunately. Saturday, they bounced back with a win over Advance, but lost their second game to Bernie. The first home game is also on Monday against Alton. The cross-country team also had a meet Saturday at Dexter. Mila Scripture took 9th place in the girls' race. On Wednesday, they took part in another meet at Clearwater. Mila Scripture won her second race of the season, and following her was Kenzie McGonigal in 7th, Aubrey Shepard in 8th, and Haley Epps in 17th. On the boys' side, freshman Blaine Schleif had the best time for the Dons, coming in 19th. The volleyball team had their first home match on Tuesday against a talented Kennett squad. The Donettes almost clawed their way back in the 3rd set, but the Lady Indians were just too strong. Last night, they played Thayer here at home, and here's the results from that match. And finally, the Dons football team is on the road tonight. They will play the Kelly Hawks at 7 o'clock. We wish them the best of luck, and that's going to do it for the sports this week. Here's Abby with your weekend weather forecast.
Thanks. Summer is sticking around this weekend with some hot weather. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 95. It'll be the same on Sunday with a high of 96. That's the newscast for this week. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.